Oh my, Kagome! Kagome. Well, good morning, good afternoon, and welcome, once again, to another episode of Watching Chickies, now on day 23. And as we could see from that beginning moment, Kagome has learned how to fly the coop, as it were. And she just couldn't stand to not be a bit higher right now. You are getting so active, Kagome. And for those of you just tuning in who haven't seen our streams before, I'd like just to say right now, welcome to the broadcast. We broadcast every day at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we just kind of watch these three little chickies as they go about their daily life and grow, learn, and develop. And oh boy, have they been developing. Especially Kagome lately, who has been flying so much. My first clue today is when I woke up to put up their light and noticed the sign that Kagome has been sitting up there, watching the others from above. You can be such the naughty little bird, Kagome. Oh, and I am the villain. Welcome to the chat again. Lovely to see you. And a bit later in the broadcast, oh dear, apparently we have some connection issues today. That is a little bit of a bother. But we'll try to power through this. I do seem to have a pretty good connection to my Wi-Fi, so this might be an issue on Reddit's side. But, you know, we'll try to power through and just watch these little chickies once again together. So for those of you who might not have tuned in before, these are three different breeds of chicken. The striped one is our onagadori, named Kagome. The black one is our ayam cemeni, named Braveheart. And our gray one right here is our little silkie, named Stormy. And they are all now officially 23 days old. And all of them are lovely little chickens. And I'm so glad that they are in my life. Hey, Michael Green, how is it going? Sorry about that. And hi, weirdest man. I need to look to the right to see your messages because my phone right now has already started to have some errors, but I will keep on reporting nonetheless. And Memento Mori, always a good afternoon to see you, and a happy Friday to you as well. And all of these guys are just happily eating away. Oh, though Kagome wants to say hi. Kagome! Kagome, do you want to jump? Do you want to jump? Here you go. There you go. You see, Kagome has learned a new trick, and she loves to jump onto my arm. Here you go. Go onto my leg. It's fine. It's fine. Such a lovely little chick that we have here. Oh my, you don't need to attack the camera, Kagome. The camera is your friend. What does it get in your way of seeing me? No, I apologize. But you are such a gorgeous little onagadori. Oh, yes. And I hope she keeps doing that trick for the rest of her life. It'll be quite interesting to see her do that when she's a fully grown chicken. Launching herself onto my arm. I'll just be walking down the street, Braveheart on one shoulder and Kagome on the other, while little Stormy's just pecking around at our feet. Yes, Kagome, you are a brilliant hopper. You are. Sometimes a little bit too good. Because as we can see, you've been to the top here. Yes, you were last night. A little late night excursion while Dad wasn't here. I hope you didn't get into too much trouble. It's a good thing I close all the doors in this area. Yes, let's see how the others are doing. So we can see little Stormy and Braveheart really just having a bit of a nosh. Ah, Michael Green 25. So that's a good question. So today we're going to be trying some hard-boiled eggs as a treat for the chickens. And eggs can actually be a very nutritious treat for your chickens. It's not really cannibalism because, you know, the chicks already had to eat eggs when they first hatched. They had a bunch of the nutrients from inside their own eggs. And pretty much all eggs that you're going to be buying at a supermarket are unfertilized, which means that they would never have become full chickens. What they really are is just a chicken's period, when there's no rooster involved. Oh, and Kagome is so curious today. Yes, Dad is seeing you. You might be hearing her little chirps. I think she wants to go back in. She's right here on my wrist. Let's see. Have a little nosh. Eat with the rest. And we're going to be giving you some hard-boiled eggs in a second. So, I just have the hard-boiled eggs over here. Hold on. I freshly prepared them this morning. And we'll see how much they like them. Now, I could already hear some of you out there might be asking, hey, why are you giving the chickies hard-boiled eggs? Wouldn't it be a lot easier just to possibly crack a raw egg and have them eat that if it's so healthy for them? Well, the big concern that there is for having raw eggs for your chickens is that it can really affect them down the line in the future. It would still be nutritious to them, but it would start to teach them, hey, raw eggs are food. And when they start laying their own eggs, they would start then to smash their own eggs and then eat them, which we don't want to be giving them those sort of habits. Yes, and all of them are just pecking around. Our 3 little chickens, and Kagome just keeps wanting to fly up to me. But you know what, guys? I think now is the time to introduce these 3 young chickens to some hard-boiled eggs. So I'm going to pour some of this right into the middle and see if they give it a shot. Ooh. Kagome is somewhat interested, and Braveheart took a look. What is this stuff? It looks a little bit familiar to us. It's white, and we do love yogurt. Is it yogurt? But Dad's not feeding it to us directly. I don't know. Maybe you should give it a little peck and see. Oh, these chickies can be a bit wary sometimes. And I did make sure that it was all hard-boiled. It's not overcooked. When you see the yolks actually become gray, that is a sign that you have an overcooked hard-boiled egg. So you want a little bit of that yellow coloring. Oh dear. Oh dear. I know it's so hard when there's new stuff in there. They'll probably try it a little bit later in the stream, like they did when they were eating the little dried fish and little dried shrimp. Oh, Braveheart, did you want a little pet? Oh, you are such a lovely bird. Come here. Come here to Dad. Yeah. And everyone can see our lovely ayam cemeni. Are you trying to climb to my shoulder again, Braveheart? Oh, you do. Love the camera. So, 351, 351 tips. Currently they live in this brooder that, at one point used to be a storage container. But, they're just going to be living here for the first few weeks of their life as they grow and develop. It's nice and warm for them because of the heat lamp. And then they're going to be moving on into their coop in a few weeks. Now they're 23 days old, which means they'll be moving out to the coop in less than 3 weeks. Yes, and Braveheart's little comb really is starting to come in. If you want to be still for a moment, Braveheart. Oh, you always go to the edge. You do make Dad worry. And you can see he's developing a lot of new feathers, not only on his wings, but he has these glorious little tail feathers that are developing. And at this point, we are pretty sure Braveheart is going to be a rooster. But let's have some more blanket play. Oh, come here. I know you want to jump up. I know. Ooh, flap, flap, flap. And our little Stormy here is a silkie. So unfortunately, she is not really able to do the big flapping like the rest of them and gain any lift, because her little feathers are a bit different than the others, even though she is gloriously fuzzy and the same age, 23 days. She'll retain these sort of really downy, soft, fuzzy feathers for the rest of her life. But you know what? She's cute as a button, and oh my chicken zoomies. Well, I guess it really was time for some play, wasn't it, guys? Oh dear. Oh dear. A lot of little curious cheeps happening as they get to roam around. Though they don't know, tomorrow they are due another treat, because we have a new little chicken stand that we bought for them. And it just came in today, and I just need to put it together for tomorrow, and it even has a little mirror attached to it. So they should find that loads of fun. What do you think, Braveheart? What do you think? Would you find that fun? Yes, yes, yes. And they just love to walk around and do a little bit of stretching of their legs. Oh my, Kagome. Oh my. Kagome does not like to lie down like a dignified lady. Oh dear, but that's all right. We all have our own styles. And maybe, once we're back into the brooder, you can give all of those eggs a chance. Oh, and little Stormy, I love your fuzzy little feet. They just get fuzzier every single day. Oh, and sorry, I have to keep on glancing down at my computer to see the messages because my phone, the chat crashed. So for the poop, what we do is we utilize our washing machine. So when there gets to be a bunch and we have a couple of blankets, just pop it into the washing machine, and a few hours later we have a nice clean blanket again, which is why I kind of spread this around. Oh, an anti-alarmist. Yeah, well, all three of these chickens are actually, pretty well-tempered. Stormy and Kagome can put up a little bit of a fuss when we pick up them initially. But, once we start giving them little pats and little strokes, they calm down and they snuggle up quite nicely. And our little maybe rooster Braveheart is the one that usually just comes to our hands and doesn't give us any fuss. And there are lots of people out there that believe that roosters generally, when they're younger, are actually much friendlier than hens. And a very young chick that's friendly to you has a higher chance of becoming a rooster. So that's quite interesting. So, The Walking Dead. These little chickens are part of our family and friends for life. So they're going to be just with us always. They're going to be having the full run of our backyard in their coop. And, hopefully they'll be donating to us a few eggs. Oh, well, I wouldn't use my regular voice right now. It would be a little bit startling, but, I could just say a few sentences like, "Hello out there. This is an example of my regular voice. But now let's just get a little bit calmer and just watch the chickies as they seem to want to have a little nap. And I do love it when they get to have a little cuddle pile. And I am the villain. Of course, I play with these little chickies all the time. Yeah. Oh, there, Braveheart. Lovely, lovely. Ooh, trying to get comfy there? Look at all of these glorious new feathers. You look so comfy. And you, Stormy, are you going to go cuddle next to Braveheart? He's right there. Oh, he'll cuddle in next to you. Oh, dear. He's underneath you. You're not a little baby egg. No, no, no. Braveheart, you're almost twice the size of Stormy. You can't be the egg. You're much too big. Such a silly boy. So, Green Dodo, at the moment, we're just kind of looking at making sure that these, little birds are safe and sound. And we just want to make sure that they grow up nice, safe, and happy. So we're just going to focus on them in the meantime before getting any other birds. But they are all such lovely birds. Oh, you like lying down like that, stretching out your legs and then preening your belly. Oh my, Kagome, oh my. You see, they really do like the way I've sort of stretched out the blanket here. It's almost like a little trampoline for them. Oh, and Kagome's already zonked out. Well, that's what happens when you guys just fly and flap around all the time. Oh my, oh my. And February Monster is right. I ordered them from a place called Feather Lover Farms, and they were overnight delivered to us through the U.S. Postal Service. And the U.S. Postal Service has been delivering live chicks for about 90 years so far. And these guys arrived safe and sound, and they've been with us now for all 23 days of their life. So, for the chat, if I look down to my right at my computer, I can see the chat, but I just have to look back and forth between my phone and my computer. So at times I might miss a question or two, so I'm sorry about that. Oh, and hello, Jalwin301. No, these are not industry chickens. Feather Lover Farms specializes in some of the more unusual breeds of chicken that you don't see here in North America. Which is why I'll reiterate the breeds that we have here. We have our sleepy little Stormy here, and snuggling up next to her is our little ayam cemeni, Braveheart, who was trying to get comfy. And then here is our silly little onagadori, named Kagome. And onagadoris are actually an endangered breed of chicken from Japan. And she's just kind of stretching out her legs right now and doing a little preening. Oh. But Braveheart wants to snuggle. I'm not sure Kagome appreciated that, but you know what? Braveheart is in just such a snuggly mood today. Oh my. So affectionate, my boy. So affectionate. It's okay, Kagome. You can snuggle up with Braveheart. He wants to snuggle now. Oh dear. Yes, well, these chickens aren't going to really be nearly as big as the sort of standard chickens that you really see in films and the media and at these big chicken farms, because those chickens are bred really primarily to have the most meat that they can really produce, or produce the most eggs physically possible. So these chickens really are only going to be getting sort of medium-sized for our ayam cemeni and our onagadori. And our little silkie here, Stormy, is going to be sort of small to medium-sized. So she's going to be just a little bit smaller than the rest. But you know what? That's okay. So, Paper Wad, what can you do to keep them safe from predators in the outdoors? That's a good question. First of all, it really helps if you can have them in a nice-sized yard that has a fence. Fences are very good because it helps the chickens know where they should go and what's their territory, and it can help keep some bigger things out. Another key thing to do is to make sure that their coop is predator resistant. So, you know, ours is a combination of wood and steel, which is quite predator resistant, and we're also going to have locks on it to sort of help against raccoons, because raccoons can be a big danger to young chickens, especially here in the northeast of America. And I live in the nutmeg state of Connecticut, so raccoons are very, very common around here. And Dr. Pop-Tart64 asks, how old do they live to be? Well, these guys should be living till at the very least 12 years of age, though I hope they live for a lot more years than that. 14, 16, 18 years. Hey, if you guys can get to be above 20, maybe if you get to 21, I'll let you have a sip of beer. Oh no, oh no. So, Seagale 1234. The weather outside today is a little bit rainy, so I wouldn't want them to see the coop right now. But rest assured, we still are going to be doing these broadcasts in the future. So less than 3 weeks from today, we should be introducing them to the coop, sort of like live on camera. So you could tune into that, follow me on Reddit, and, you know, we also have a YouTube channel where we re-upload these streams, and I've started to upload some original sort of narration content as well. So you could follow us there at Watching Chickies. Oh, lovely. And for all of you who are interested out there, who might just be tuning in now, this is Watching Chickies, a broadcast that we start every day at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we watch the life and the development of these 3 young little chickens. And our chickens right here in black is our ayam cemeni, named Braveheart. And right next to him is our little onagadori, which is an endangered Japanese breed of chicken named Kagome. Oh, nice cuddles. And zonked out here on our own is our little sleepy silkie named Stormy. who's just having a little bit of a dream. Oh, I'm sorry, Stormy. You could go back to sleep. There you go. She does quite like it when I speak like this. I feel it helps them sort of relax, and it helps them just get their little nap times in. And I did notice before the chat went up too quickly, yes, hawks can be a danger to young chickens, so when you have them outside, you should be very vigilant. Once these guys grow up to full size, which will be in about 6 months or so, I'll be able to let them be a bit more free out on the lawn. But until then, I'm gonna have to sort of be out there with them whenever they're sort of out and about to make sure that they stay nice, safe, and sound. Oh yes, and Ali 88. Yes, I'm pretty good with the Japanese pronunciation. I'm actually originally from Tokyo, so that's why I can say onagadori quite well, and even Kagome. Oh, anata no Kagome-san. Ah. Kawaii. Our little cute Kagome. And I love how quiet she's getting. Her head is just right off to the side, and she's probably gonna wake up anytime that. Oh, yep. There we go. A little squawk as Braveheart disturbed her. Oh my. Ooh, don't go too far to the side. I don't want you falling over like yesterday. Go on, go be more in the middle. Go be more in the middle. Oh, stay by her side, Braveheart. Yes. Oh, and Stormy, all there by yourself. Well, we can't have that, can we? Lovely. Stormy, come here. Come here. Come to Dad. Come to Dad. There we go. There we go. Stormy, Stormy. Ooh. There we go. Let's have a little cuddle with Dad, okay? There you go. Yeah. Back again. Back again. Oh, everything's all right. We're just watching the little birds now as they relax. And I'm sorry that there's a little bit of a delay with me seeing some of your comments. Sometimes the chat goes so quickly, and I have to look down at my computer to see the chat because my phone has some issues. Oh dear, Kagome. Oh dear, Kagome. Hold on, guys, hold on. There you go, Stormy, there you go. Kagome, I told you to be careful. Oh dear. This happened before, Kagome. Oh, you had a little tumble? Are you okay? Yeah. Why go right back to the edge? No, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Yeah. Tell Dad. Oh, yeah? Braveheart. That doesn't mean you should go right to the edge. That's just where Kagome fell. Do you need to go back into the brooder? I'm going to keep a very close eye on you now. Oh, dear. And I think Braveheart might want to try to fly back into the brooder soon. Oh, and, Audacious Mannequin, thank you for the Take My Energy award. Yes, and occasionally, these little birds can be jumping around and just, having a little fall. But at this age, they are all pretty resilient. And for those of you just tuning in that might not have been here before, these guys are all our lovely little chickens, now on day 23 of their lives. The black one is our ayam cemeni named Braveheart. The striped one is our onagadori, which is a Japanese breed of chicken that's endangered, unfortunately. named Kagome. And our little gray one here is our little silkie named Stormy. And then, you know, in the sort of bronze over here is George. Hi, George. But now these guys are all just having a little bit of blanket time. Oh, and Michael Green 25, if you do want to see my face, you can always see it on our YouTube channel called Watching Chickies, in which I have released my first bit of narration there, reading from the book Japanese Fairy Tales, published in 1908. And they're having a little bit of a zoomies now. Lovely. Yes, our lovely little peep squad is here. And, Sked G. Yule asks, why do I have a suit of armor? Well, I think the question that everyone should be asking is, why don't you guys have a suit of armor? Are you gonna jump in, Braveheart? You can do it. I believe in you, son. You've done it before. You've done it before. Go, 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 go. Oh, dear. Braveheart, Braveheart, Braveheart. Oh, dear. Oh. I know it's embarrassing. I know, but you caught yourself. That's good. That's good. Dad is always here to help you, though. Come here. Oh, you want to do it yourself? Come here. Come here. Come here. I know, but we want you to be safe, okay? So let's get you all back into the brooder for a bit. Yes, there you go. Yes, there you go. Flap, 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 flap. And Kagome, I know you like to fly, but Dad's gonna help you this time. And little hop. And there we go. All three of you guys back together again for a little bit of a drink and some meat. Yes, yes, yes. So, you guys might notice that they have a new little treat here in the center, for those of you who weren't here before. And now this new treat that Kagome just stepped right into is actually hard-boiled egg. And eggs can actually be a very good food for chickens. They're jam-packed full of nutrients, lovely fats and proteins, and they are very good for them. And it is not cannibalism like some people might think, because you know, the eggs that we have here are not fertilized. They never would have become chickens in the first place. The standard eggs that you really find at a supermarket are basically just the equivalent of a chicken period. And we feed, and we're giving them the hard-boiled egg versus a raw egg, because we don't want to train the chickens to be thinking that raw eggs are a food, because in the future that would just mean that they would try to smash their own eggs and then eat them, and we don't want to encourage that behavior. That would be a little bit awkward. So, Non-Intellect asks, what else is in their diet? At the moment, they are eating their starter crumble. And their starter crumble is also filled with a lot of nutrients, and they do love it quite a bit. They'll be eating the starter crumble for about the first 15 weeks of their life. And, you know, they're all having a little bit of eating time. And you can see here on the sand, they like to kick a lot of their food out onto the sand, which they then like to do little foraging motions with. It's sort of an instinct that they have, all chickens do, to sort of really kick at the ground, which for them is a way to try to find seeds and try to find bugs. So it's not something I really want to dissuade, but it does end up with a lot of food. Ooh, what was that? Ooh. It seems our little Stormy is one of the first to eat some of the egg, and there seems to be a little bit of a fight over the egg. Oh, Kagome, there's plenty more egg. Let little Stormy have the egg. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear, Stormy. Yes, Stormy. I think she already ate most of the egg, so that's alright. Oh, look! Braveheart just had some of the egg. And Stormy had some more too. Oh, I think they're finding that it is quite yummy. Oh my. Oh my. Yes, guys, there's plenty more food. You don't need to just take the stuff that Stormy takes. That's very rude. Oh my, it's a game of keep away down here. Oh, Stormy, oh, Stormy. Stormy, come to Daddy. Daddy will protect you. Daddy's got you. Here. There you go. Daddy's got you. You can eat in peace. Lovely. See, you don't need to worry about the others. Daddy's got your back always. Lovely. I know, but you got to eat it. The others can get their own. Do you want me to get another little piece for you, Stormy? You're the smallest, so you know what? I'm going to give you a little bit of extra help. So, little Stormy, here. Here. You want this one? Here. It's right on Dad's leg there. Yeah. Oh, that one has some yellow on it? You don't like the yellow? Oh, dear. And, yes, sorry, I'm just looking over to the right now. Toe Collector 3977. This is a little silkie chick here. And down there in black is our ayam cemeni. And then the striped one is our onagadori. Oh, dear. Are you ready to go back down with the others? Let's see if they play nice. Let's see if they play nice. I know. I know. There you go. Little hop. And you're back with all your friends. And look. Here. If Dad feeds it to you directly, then I guess it's good, isn't it, guys? Ooh, my. You like that? Well, Braveheart's eating his in the corner. They don't like to share. Ooh. Ooh, and Braveheart just grabbed another big piece. It's all just a big game of keep away with these guys. Well, as long as you guys are having some fun. You know, I'm going to just intervene if it ever gets a little bit too rough. But you know, a little bit of keep away, that can be alright. Have a nice good bit of egg there, Braveheart. So just looking over to the right, yes, these guys do like to be handled. I do make sure to pick up all of them a few times a day and just give them a little bit of a pet. And yeah, they really appreciate it, and I think it makes them a lot more cuddly. And these guys are currently eating some hard-boiled eggs in the middle as just sort of a new treat. It's very nutritious for the chickens, and you know, some people are saying, oh, it's cannibalism, but it's really not. The first food that any little baby chick eats is actually egg. And it's all of the excess sort of egg that's within their own little shell. And the eggs that you get at supermarkets and eggs like these are not fertilized, so they never would have been chickens in the first place. All they are is just chicken periods. Oh, and Blind Scribe, lovely to see you again. Yes, these guys are now 23 days old. And for those of you just tuning in, we are just watching the lives of our 3 young chicks here, now 23 days old. And these chickens are 3 different breeds. The black one is our ayam cemeni, the gray one is our silkie, and the striped one is our onagadori. And they are all lovely little chicks. And we've been watching them every single day of their lives and streaming here on Reddit. And now we've been uploading all of these streams to YouTube on our channel, Watching Chickies. You can find those details up on my profile page and links. And we also have an Instagram, and we also have a Patreon. I had a few people message me saying that they wanted a bit more for the Patreon offerings. So I said, you know what? I added a new little tier for people who are interested in sort of supporting these broadcasts. That if you choose it, you can help me choose a treat to give to the chickies during these streams. And it's within reason, and we would have to make sure that it would be safe for the chickies. But you know what? We would give you guys a shout out when it happens, and you decide when it happens on the stream. So there you go. That was a nice little suggestion by someone who sent me a message, and I thought it was a good idea. Oh, and Moonchild, 1550, thank you for the excellent award. It's much appreciated. So, Pux, you asked, how are they as pets? Are they needy like dogs? I would suggest that if you get little chickens, or the chicks are just chickens, that you get at least probably 3 at once, because chickens are very social animals. If you only get 1, you will find that that chick or chicken will be very incredibly needy towards you. They'll want to be with you all the time, and they'll get very lonely if you leave them alone, because they'll be following you around all day. When you have 3 like this, they're able to bond together, and they're able to form their own little flock. Now, they'll probably see you, if you get them as a baby chick like we did, as a sort of parental figure, and they'll imprint on you. So you'll still have that close relationship, but they won't be quite as needy, and they'll be able to just be with themselves for long stretches at a time. Ooh, Blind Scribe, they might be able to do unsweetened applesauce. I'd have to do some research, but generally most fruits are good for them. And non-intellect, yes, we do allow them little walks outside of the container. Just a little while ago, they were having a little happy little time here on the blanket on the chair. Now, one of the things about your chickens is, just like everyone else, they do poop. So, spreading a blanket or spreading something else out can really, really help. Because then you just pop it right into the washing machine, and then things are, easily cleaned. Oh, brilliant. Yes, a little rest there for Kagome, right underneath the heat lamp. Non-intellect. The size of a chicken depends on its breed. When you look at these chickens, when they're fully grown, they might be, when you're looking at our ayam cemeni or onagadori, maybe 5 pounds, maybe. And our little Stormy's probably going to be anywhere from 2 to maybe 4 pounds. So they are not going to be too big. Oh, and Hard Johnson, asking for some pets for Braveheart. Of course, I will always give some pets to our brave little son. Yes. Oh, some lovely adult feathers in there now. And Blind Scribe, yes, these are our only pets at the moment. I did have some pets growing up. I had a dog, I had guinea pigs, gerbils, and as a teenager I even had a bearded dragon. But you know, these guys are so brilliant as my first real pets as being an adult. Oh, Has No Life 101, that is a good question. What is the biggest chicken breed? I am not sure. It would probably be what a lot of farmers call a meat chicken, which is, you know, are breeds that are bred specifically so they produce a lot of meat. But I don't know, what is the biggest chicken breed? I'll have to look that up. Oh, and Ella Prime, thank you for the Oh Captain, My Captain award. Oh, and the compliment as well. Cedar Tom asks, are you keeping them for eggs or for pets? Well, it's a little bit of a combination. We're mostly keeping them, you know, to be members of our family and friends for life, but we won't say no to the occasional egg in the future. No, the onagadori chick was not $200. Though if you get a fully grown onagadori, they can definitely be quite expensive, and that goes the same for all of these breeds here. Generally speaking, if you do get a little chick that's just been born, they are a lot less expensive than a fully grown chicken. Oh my, a little bit of running around again. Yes? Oh, Kagome got some egg. Kagome got some egg. And they are all rushing after her. Oh dear. You know, there's a lot more right there in the middle. You don't need to be playing keep away. Lovely. Lovely. So, chickens can have some health issues, which is why one of the things that I like to do is to do daily weigh-ins to make sure that our little chicks are developing at a good pace, which we'll be doing in a little bit. You should also be keeping an eye on their, just their little fuzzy butts to make sure that they don't have any blockages. They can occasionally get some poop stuck on there, and then get a little bit plugged up, which then you'll need to help them with. Also, just keep an eye on their feet. Many people out there use cedar chips and not the sort of clean sand that we use, and cedar chips can have the habit of retaining a lot of moisture from, you shouldn't really be using cedar chips, but like wood chips, and they can retain a lot of moisture. They could get a lot of mold and stuff. So you need to be checking their feet in that case to see that they're nice and healthy every day. Oh, Michael Green 25. You know, one of these days I might end up streaming on YouTube as well, or maybe even Twitch. So far I've been doing it here on Reddit because, you know, we've developed a little bit of an audience here, and I know people are enjoying it, and I am able to easily upload these streams to YouTube afterwards, so that's always a nice little thing. And, you know, we might consider some other sort of venues for live streams in the future, but I wouldn't want to leave you nice people behind. Yes, Erlond, many people do use wood chips, and I know it does require a lot of daily cleaning. Now for our sand, what it really just requires is we use a modified little pooper scoop, and we just end up cleaning the sand a couple times of the day, and it is really simple, and we don't have the smell that's really associated with certain wood chips. And Cedartron, yes, we do have the chicken coop ready in our yard. Ready for these little guys, though it will be such a hard moment for us not having them in the house anymore. and Super Kato 45. These guys are gonna be living here for a little bit less than 3 more weeks. Yes, and these little guys are members of our family and friends for life. Non-intellect, these guys like to have little sand baths during the day, where they all just kind of get into the sand, they ruffle up their feathers, and then the other 2 chicks usually surround them and help preen and take off the sand from them. It is quite the sight. We've captured it a few times in streams before, but you know, it is always a treat to watch. And all of these guys are just getting so big these days. Oh, and Rusty Dan. Yes, our little Kagome here with the stripe is actually an onagadori from Japan. They're an endangered breed of chicken who just had a little sneeze. Yes, you did. And so far, all of these chickens are just lovely. Oh, non-intellect, thank you. I'm glad it brightened your day. I know these little chicks do brighten my day every day. And I love their happy little cheeps. And hello there, LilyPad02. I hope you're having a good day. Because I know our little Stormy, our little Kagome, and Braveheart are having great days too. Oh, Kagome, you just pecked the camera. Oh dear, oh dear. So, Paper Wad, yes, we do believe that our little ayam cemeni is going to be a rooster at this point. He is the biggest of all of our chickens. He's developing a nice little comb, and he has a lovely tail going on now. And of course, he is one of our friendliest chicks. And young roosters can actually end up being quite a bit more friendly than little hens. Oh, and hello to you, Kachowski360 and LL Raptor LL3962. Yes, and Stormy is getting to be a nice big chick as well. I'm so happy to see them getting a bit bigger every day. Oh, large barnacle, it's fine. I do these recaps once every few minutes anyway. The striped one is our onagadori, named Kagome. The gray one is our silkie, named Stormy. And right here, just kicking about, is our ayam cemeni, named Braveheart. And D-writing, yeah, a lot of people do kind of say that I have an ASMR quality, and we do have a YouTube channel called Watching Chickies, and I do put those little tags on my videos. We re-upload these streams so you guys can actually see these chickies from day 1 of their lives, all the way up to now, which is day 23. Oh, and Mrs. and Mrs. Atelier, thank you for the Awe Award. It is much appreciated. I'm glad you're all having a great time. So right now what they're eating is their starter feed, and they have a little bit of a treat here of a hard-boiled egg. Now they're a little bit more wary of the hard-boiled egg, but you know, when they see one start to grab onto it, oh, is it going to be another game of keep away? Oh dear, Kagome just said, don't touch my egg. Stormy, are you going to listen to that? Are you going to take Kagome's egg? You were thinking about it. Yeah? You're going to leave well enough alone? Yeah? Well, yeah, that's probably good. That's probably good. No fighting here. So, my YouTube channel, BBQ 2014, is linked on my profile page, or you can just search for Watching Chickies, and you can find it there. And we also have a link on my profile to our Instagram, and of course to our Patreon for those who are interested in helping support the streams. I did just add a new sort of level for the Patreon that you can give me a request for a future treat for the Chickies, and we will feature them on a stream. Now all of that we would have to talk about beforehand, because we want to make sure anything that we give to the Chickies are healthy and nutritious and will not harm them. Bacon brand. No, I do not feed my chickens cat food. I'm not sure if that would be entirely healthy for them. I'd have to do research on that. And Cave Dweller 123. No, it's perfectly alright to give your little chickies some hard-boiled eggs, because the first food any chicken had was actually the remnant of their eggs. This is not fertilized eggs. These are basically just chicken periods when they're not fertilized. And they're jam-packed full of healthy fats, protein, and nutrients. Oh, and here for grins. I'm glad that you had a good time today watching us. Oh, and a little beak full of water from Braveheart, and head back. Lovely. There you go. And as we're on to the stream for a little bit, I think now might be a good time that we do our daily weigh-in. So we have been keeping track of our chickies' weights since about day 9. And let's see. Yesterday, day 22, Braveheart was 123 grams, Kagome was 117.5, and Stormy was 91. So let's see how our little chickies are gonna do today. Oh, and I see the comment asking about our little Stormy. Stormy is a silky chick. Yes, you are. Our lovely, fluffy silkie. And Stormy, I know you don't like this, but it's time for weigh-in. Oh, but you're such a trooper today. You're such a trooper. Okay, 95, not 96, 95, so I guess it's 95 and a half if it keeps going. Or? Oh, 96. Oh. So let's say 96 grams for Stormy. Oh, lovely. Lovely. You gained 5 grams. That is a lovely, lovely feat there, Stormy. And you know what? That is very deserving of some pets. You did a good job eating, Stormy. You are getting to be such a big little hen. You must have had to eat a lot of feed for that, didn't you? Is that why you were so sleepy before? Were you just digesting a big meal? Oh, lovely. We are all so happy to see you do so well, Stormy. So, Erland, this little chick is our gray silkie. Our little storm cloud. And she is just so lovely to pet. And she could be so placid. And Stormy, I love your fuzzy little feet. They are just too cute for this world. Yeah. Yeah, Stormy. You were so good for today's weigh-in. There was hardly any fuss whatsoever. Are you getting used to it? Yeah? It's not so bad. You just have to stand there, and Dad needs to just be proud of you. Oh, lovely. Okay, Stormy. Okay, are you ready to go back to the others? No, I bet you could sit right here all day and just have me pet you. You'd probably